May 1995. Researchers and educators create IPAM, Environmental Research Institute of Amazônia.
O IPAM é uma instituição de pesquisa que fundamentalmente produz ciência e educação visando a compatibilização de um desenvolvimento com a conservação do meio ambiente.
Fire. Though fundamental for the principal economic activities in the Amazon, it is also one of the primary causes of forest destruction. IPAM's research on fire is used as a reference by other organizations and the government. This work started in 1996. The first study on fire in the Amazon was forest fire scar mapping in the municipality of Paragominas, eastern Amazon. The objective of the study was to apprise the extent of burned forest areas. Later on, this study was conducted in 5 other regions in 4 states that are part of the Amazon deforestation arc. For the first time, the most frequent fire types in the region were quantified. The study also revealed that about half of the forest fires are accidental and are caused by a lack of fire prevention techniques. In 1998, IPAM, in collaboration with 5 national and international institutions, developed the RISK project. This study allowed for mapping forest areas under high risk of fire during the burning season. Result: 30% of the forests in the region were under fire risk during December of 1998, a year in which occurred the most intense El Niño phenomena of the century. Currently, the model is being improved in order to determine with greater accuracy when and where Amazon forests will be under fire threat. Another study conducted by IPAM indicated that economic, social, and environmental losses due to forest fires could reach more than $500 million per year. All this as a consequence of carbon emissions liberated into the atmosphere, losses in agriculture and cattle ranching activities, airport closures, lack of electricity, and respiratory illnesses. Biodiversity losses due to fire are more difficult to quantify. However, studies show that there are negative impacts on some mammal species and on vegetation. IPAM also carries out research on how forest fires propagate. Investigators measure the temperature, air relative humidity, velocity and wind direction, and rain amount, and relate all these parameters with the results of experimental fires. These results demonstrate that forests, especially those that already suffered logging, can burn after a couple of weeks without rain. This is more likely during the El Niño years, in which prevail more intense heat and drought conditions in the Amazon. During the strong dry season of 1998, IPAM's study estimated that approximately 4.5 million hectares of forests caught fire, an area 4 times bigger than the annual forest area that undergoes logging. The burning of such a large area represents a great amount of carbon emissions liberated into the atmosphere, affecting the quality of the air we breathe and aggravating global warming, which increases the Earth temperature. In Paragominas, eastern Amazon, IPAM has been working since 1994 with the agrarian community of Del Rey in a fire prevention and control project. Technicians and farmers work together on a land clearing method to reduce forest fire risk. This methodology stimulates community participation, includes techniques such as fire breaks and against fire, and practices such as a combined slash and burn among neighbors. Tapajós National Forests in the Santarém and Belterra municipalities, Pará. This is the rainfall exclusion experiment, another of IPAM's research studies.
Será que tem limite o quanto de seca essa floresta pode aguentar antes de começar a perder as folhas por falta de água e se tornar inflamável. Foi aí que surgiu a ideia de montar um experimento artificial tentando simular um El Niño artificial, quer dizer, olhando para o futuro e pensando no El Niño, um evento de seca tão drástica que se torna as florestas da região inflamáveis.
Towers with up to 25 meters in height reach the forest canopy. Some of them are connected to each other by bridges and hold sophisticated equipment. 6,000 plastic-covered panels exclude the rain. Trenches surround 1 forest hectare. They avoid water to reach the ground and be supplied to plants that are suffering an artificial drought. After the first rain exclusion period, forest alternations were already found. The trees started to lose their leaves. IPAM's researchers foresee that vegetation will grow less and more trees will die. This study will allow for the identification of species that will tolerate a drier and hotter future.
Uma das mais importantes previsões de mudanças para a Amazônia é a previsão de um futuro mais seco. A ocupação da região e o desmatamento das florestas têm levado a previsões de que, sem essa cobertura florestal, a região se torne mais seca.
Science, Education, Environment.
Acabamos de ver a apresentação de um dos temas de trabalho do IPAM, o fogo na Amazônia. São pesquisas e projetos demonstrativos cujos resultados estão publicados em revistas científicas, em livros e em cartilhas, e que também são a base para os nossos projetos de educação ambiental e de reuniões com o governo. Essa é a nossa forma de atuação. Buscamos informações no campo, na floresta e junto aos usuários dos recursos. Sistematizamos e analisamos essas informações e então passamos a uma ampla fase de divulgação. Nós fazemos isso porque acreditamos que a sociedade bem informada tem um enorme poder de influenciar nos rumos de desenvolvimento da Amazônia.